Hello again, this is Calvin from Poormanssurvival.com. So I've had several emails about how I keep my animals and my livestock at the house. Don't have huge acreage, so I just thought I'd show you a couple of ways, sorry about the wind, a couple of ways that I have my animals secured. You know, we have a big predator issue up here with coyotes and fishers and bobcats and foxes. I like to keep all my animals secure. So I figured I'd start with the chicken coop. So, you know, it's not very big, metal roof. Everything's self-contained, so hopefully you can see the chickens in there. And we'll walk around how this goes. So I usually off the side of this have another section of fence, but it's down right now. I had to use it for another project. You know, but I have the barn style door, so it's a two-stage door, so you can stick in the top here and get the food and the water and everything. So you can see they're way back up in there nesting underneath the back, so they're out of the sun. Just put fresh hay in, so they're loving that. They're digging through that for bugs and everything. So at night, just have the rope here. If you can see the door, that just slides that door closed. So it keeps predators out at night, so it's kind of double. Also, when I put this in on the bottom here, there's a piece of fence underneath this entire coop. So predators have a difficult time digging up from the bottom. Have the big side door here, so you can get in at them. So you can see at the top there, those 2x4s, that's where they like to roost. So the more senior girls in the hierarchy like to go up on that top one, and the rest of them get stuck on the bottom. You can see the laying boxes over there. Now I'll go around the back and show, there's Red, show you how the laying boxes go. So we'll just close that. So do have the metal roof. I'm a big proponent of metal roofing. So, and to get the eggs, we just come around the back and lift. And just look right in there, let's see. And, oh yeah, we got some eggs over here we haven't got yet today. So we'll have to get in there and get the eggs out. Again, sorry about the wind. It's going to be one of those days. We do live up on a hill. And this back here lets some light in. In the winter I run a light bulb just to keep a little more light. So I do have three kinds of chickens. I have reds, or red productions, or red sextants. I have the barred rocks, which are the black ones like this one right here. And then the white ones are Colombian rocks, and they're a hybrid meat layer bird. All good birds. These birds are about 3 years old, and they're still laying plenty of eggs, so we don't worry about it too much. We get more eggs than we eat on a daily basis, so we're pretty happy with what we have. So let's take a walk up the hill here. So I do have a Shelter Logic shed. I keep hay and bedding in, and the chickens' food and everything, and of course it's all in containers. I like these Shelter Logics as long as you can keep the snow off them. The only downfall is like the snow gets on them, but mice and other things get underneath there, so everything stays in tubs inside there. This extra dog kennel, I tend to hoard these things whenever I pick them up at a yard sale or I see when I can get. I've just had such good luck with them. For goat shelters or extra spots for ducks, and that's what I'll walk up here. So the garden's right here and it needs some weeding, so we'll kind of walk by that as to not upset my wife, because we've both been working so many hours we haven't had a chance to do any weeding. So here's our ducks. Love the ducks. Let's see if you can get in there and see our new babies. So she's a Mallard, and she just had them 12 babies right there, and she's protective of all get out. She loves her babies. So I can tell you, for people thinking about a self-sustained food source, people think, oh, you gotta have a pond for ducks. We have this bucket of water here and one over there, and no matter how clean you think you're gonna get it, they're gonna poop in it and get it dirty right off the bat. So this is a 12x12 dog kennel. I put a roof on it because we used to have another duck, and a fisher came right in, climbed over the top and ate it. So yeah, there's the little guys. Took our other male with it. So this female Mallard, she's a fantastic mom. Obviously they want more water, I gotta get in there, but she's a fantastic mom. Last year she laid 16 eggs, hatched 16 babies, did it all on her own. No work on our part, no incubating, no anything. She does all the work. She's a fantastic mom. Mallards make great moms, at least we've had good luck with them. Our male, he's over here in the chicken tractor. He's a Cayuga, and they're more of a meat duck, but I'll tell you, he's a heck of a big duck. he throws good babies, and he'd be a fantastic meat bird as well, which the babies are just great for that. A lot of these birds are going to a 4-H project and stuff, so we won't be eating them, but they do make a fantastic eating bird, and they just are real hardy in the winter. I put up pallets around the outside of this, keeps all the snow from blowing in. Everything's great, and that dog igloo back there is where they live. They love that. It's just fantastic. And I put bricks to climb up in the water. So again, yeah, the water's gross. Ducks, they're messy birds. So if you're gonna get them, keep them away from the house. Keep them contained so nothing eats them. But they're just fantastic, and the eggs are great too. Some people like to eat them. My wife likes to bake with them. They're really good. So this chicken dome, for lack of a better term, here we made for our meat birds that we've yet to actually have a chance to bring in. So just took some 10-foot 2x, braced it all together, took some PVC for the roof, and this, you know, the baby chicks love this. Our big male obviously wants to get back in with his girlfriend over there, but for any of you new to ducks, you do have to separate the males when the babies are born, because to get her back to be receptive to him, he will kill them babies. So you have to separate him. So what we'll do, when the babies get their full plumage coming in, the babies will come out and go in this, and he'll go back in there. So just a little tip for those of you thinking about doing ducks, that's the best way to do it. But as you can see, our big male, he's just itching to get back in over there with her. So, but that's how we do it. So we'll get a better look on the top. Like I said, I just put the dog kennel, take some spare, I think that's old cattle fencing I had, keeps the fishers from climbing in. Because I'll tell you, those fishers, they'll go right over the top of that and eat your ducks. They'll eat anything, chickens or whatever. So I like to have a roof on top to keep them safe. So we'll take a walk up here to the newest part of the yard, and that's our goats. So just built the shed, 12 by 12 with a metal roof. I love my metal roofs. All right, and here's one of our guys right now. This is Zeus. He's a male La Mancha. So and he's up on top of this spool. Luckily where I work, they don't use the wooden spools anymore. They really have gone to metal spools. So they were going to throw these away, so I talked to a foreman. He let me snag one. I put a top on there so they wouldn't get splinters, and they love climbing on that. They'll sit on that thing all day. So got a big door on the side, let them come in and out of. I secure my animals at night. Again, we have so many predators up here that it just keep you too busy running around, waiting for a couple more sections of cattle panel to get put on. But we just built this building, so we'll walk around here. I'll show you the inside, and you know, so basically what I did with the inside here, yeah, there's Titan. What I did with the insides here is I separated it. So this is 12 by 12. They don't need 12 by 12, even in the winter. Separated it with this fence, so this gives them a nice gate. So they have half. We have half over here for storage. Actually, shelves are going here, but we just got finished building. So some tips for goats. We're kind of new to goats, but we like to use the bag. It contains the hay. Usually goats won't eat a lot of hay off the ground, which is good because they pee and poop in it anyways. Baking soda to settle their stomach and minerals, but you know, they're good goats. La Manchas are a little different. They're a dairy breed, but they're a real sturdy breed of goat. We plan on taking these hiking with us and whatnot, and you know, goats can carry. Oh, let's see here. Say hi to Zeus. Hi. Oh, I mean Titan. Sorry. And goats are pretty neat. They can carry, depending on the breed, anywhere between 20 and 40% of their own body weight as a pack animal. And then if they're towing a cart, especially a four-wheel cart, they can do a lot more than that. So they're a pretty neat animal to have on a small homestead or whatever, because obviously they're a great protein source. Females, if you're going to have babies, can be great milkers. And they're also useful in a packing capacity. You know, if you set up some packing with some cross frames when they're a little bigger, he's only about 3 months old, but when he's full size, he'll be right around 200 pounds, maybe a hair more. So if he can carry 40% of his own body weight, and you also don't have to carry with you food, and they get most of their water from the plant material they eat, think about all that gear he can carry for you. Now, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, think about all that extra gear that those goats can carry for you. I know a lot of hunters out in the Midwest are actually using them for pack animals now, and really liking them. They can go anywhere. They climb like, well, you know, they climb like squirrels. They love being on top of things, and they're really a fantastic animal. So if you're thinking about doing a shed like I did for your goats or for any livestock, you can see I didn't put a floor in here. This is about 1.5 to 2 feet in spot of stone, so that way the urine and everything will go right through there, and we shovel that out every couple months to make it nice and clean and bedding for them. To make, also helps keep down with the worms and everything. So I started a little haystack over here. We got lucky. Our neighbors are real fantastic people. Had an abundance of hay, which isn't always the case, and they gave us some hay, so I was able to stack it up in there. And then of course a loft's going to go up there. So if you take a look, I did the metal roofing. I love the metal roofing. Yes, you can walk on it, for those of you who question that. But it really looks nice, and it holds up well. Have a couple of drips, but nothing too crazy. Having said that, I know people have asked me, oh, are you going to put a heater in for the goats? Goats will handle 0-degree temperatures as long as they're not alone. Extremely easy. They need to be dry and out of the wind. This gives them a dry place out of the wind to be. Really happy with that. I did 2 barn doors here. Usually this door stays closed and we just leave this door open, but it was such a beautiful day, and there was some dust in there from when doing the fresh bedding, so I wanted to keep it open to really let it air out. You don't want to cause any chest or lung problems. So that's about it. It really is a great thing to be able to have some livestock, have some animals on your property. I mean, the kids love it. My 2 kids just really enjoy having the animals around. Goats are like big dogs. They're just friendly. They want to be with you, especially bottle-raised babies. I can't stress that enough. I know some people like to have babies raised on the mother because it's less work. Yes, it's less work, but I'll tell you right now, you get such a nice baby from a bottle-fed baby. They're just so friendly. They really want to be your pal. They want to spend time with you. And once you get the ones raised on the mom, I would do that for meat goats because it's a lot less work. But if you want a friendly goat that you're going to be on the pack trail with, you're going to be camping with, you're going to trust to carry your gear, personally, I'd go with a bottle-fed baby. Because I think they're going to give you that, they're going to give you a little closer bond, and that's a good thing to me. Also, I'd really research my goat breeds because, like Nigerian dwarfs are a great friendly goat. They only get so big, how much are they going to be able to carry? You get a Nigerian or a La Mancha or several other breeds, they're going to get a little bit bigger, so they're going to be a lot, able to carry a lot more. Having said that, every breed has its own deal. Nubians tend to be a little noisier. Now Zeus, who's outside, Titan, this one here, he's half Nubian. Now you can't tell looking at him. He looks all La Mancha. La Mancha have them little tiny ears. Now I know here I'll stick the camera over by his head. You can see he has little tiny ears, and those are elf ears, and that's a breed characteristic. He's part Nubian, and when he's hungry or when he wants affection, you know it. He starts making some noise, and Nubians are known to be talkers. Okay, now here's Zeus. He's coming in here right now. Hi, Zeus. And he is all La Mancha, and he is much quieter and much calmer. Oh, he's coming right up to the camera. Hi, he wants to hide you. He is much calmer and a little quieter, and he's a little stockier built. But they're both great goats and extremely friendly. So, just wanted to cover that. Wanted to cover what we have up here and what's going on and how we do things on a daily basis. Give you a little view of our view from the property here, and we just love it. So again, look into animals. Look into what can you do to give yourself sustenance on a daily basis without having to go to that store. Can you do a small market garden, a small row garden, just enough to feed yourself? Things like pumpkins and squashes are very easy to take care of. They'll grow right through the weeds. You can build them up, take a little straw, mound them up. We'll be showing that in future videos. And they really can be very self-reliant with a fence. We have rabbits everywhere up here, and they will eat your garden real fast if you let them. But those little things you can do to give yourself some more self-reliance and not have to rely on going to the store for every single thing you need, is great. We have 8 chickens right now. To the average family, if you had 3 chickens, that's going to give you all the eggs you can handle for minimum feed. The garden we have, everything we don't eat goes to the chickens, or the ducks, or the goats. No, there's no waste. Also, if you're in an area with a few less predators, or no road, You can also let those chickens free range, eat bugs and other things, and that's going to make that feed bill considerably cheaper. And that's all things you should really think about when you're planning out what you can do. Also, it's ease of maintenance. If you're going to let your chickens free range, where are they going to lay their eggs? And that's the question. So if you can have those chickens near a laying box or get them used to going to one spot, now you're going to have a much easier time not just giving your eggs to the predators or giving your eggs to any animal that roams by. You're going to make sure you get them for yourself. So, so that's a good thing. On top of that, for other animals, the ducks, you get eggs. Also, if you're going to have a male and a female and you're going to let them breed, any of you who've ever had duck meat, I love duck meat. It's fantastic. We hunt them. That female can lay 16 babies all on her own, raise them all on her own. You move them there, you finish them off for the last couple of months to bulk them up to weight, and you got 16, 2 to 3 pound, maybe more depending on what kind of duck you get, 4 or 5 pound ducks. So that's a lot of meat that you can have as a resource there for you from putting in a little bit of work. But I'd just like to put that out there to all my subscribers. Spread the word. Learn what you can do to be more self-sustainable, even just a little bit. Because what you have, what you can do, and those different skills you possess are all tradable commodities if you need them. So, I don't want to be all doom and gloom and get everybody thinking end of days. Be prepared. Prices go up. Things go up. So if you can save some money, if you can help your family, if you can not be so self-reliant on all those things that you have to go to the store to buy, it really is something to think about. So again, this has been Calvin from Poormanssurvival.com. We totally appreciate all your views and everything you've come to do. We have a ton of new videos coming up all the time. Lots of great stuff. So thanks again for watching. If there's something you want to see, something I didn't say, please let us know. Go on the Facebook page. Let us know what you'd like to see. But again, Calvin from Poormanssurvival.com. Y'all have yourself a good day.